Now, just in case if you didn't know, the reason why Chris Columbus actually didn't come back and direct this film is because he said he hadn't seen his children in 2 years and he would like a little bit of time off. And honestly, that might have been for the best. In Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry is returning to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry for his 3rd year, and he has been warned that a convicted murderer named Sirius Black has escaped from Azkaban and is looking for him. Now, it's pretty obvious that when you go back and watch Prisoner of Azkaban, that this is a much different film compared to the first 2 films directed by Chris Columbus, which had a very sort of innocent, whimsical, fun nature to it. And while yes, those elements are present in this film, it's definitely a more mature and darker approach, and in my opinion, this was for the better. I can't be more thankful because this is one of my personal favorites of the Harry Potter franchise, and I know for a lot of people this is their favorite Harry Potter film. Now, the movie is directed by Alfonso Cuarón, and when this movie came out, I didn't know, of course, who Alfonso Cuarón is. I had never seen a film by him, but a lot of what we've come to like about him is present in this film. The sort of beautiful cinematography and dark nature to it, and also the long takes that we've seen in Children of Men and Gravity, those are also present in this film, and they hold up extraordinarily well. What's also great about this film is you can actually watch this film without having watched any of the other Harry Potter films, which, by the way, I don't recommend. You should watch all of them because they're all freaking amazing. Spoiler alert. Because I think Alfonso Cuarón, does a great job at reintroducing us to the world, a world that has unfortunately gotten a lot darker, but also gotten a lot richer. The Harry Potter world felt like this magical realm that lived outside in a place that you couldn't really reach, but in this movie, it feels reachable. Even though we talk about how darker this is compared to the other films, it's still pretty light and still quite humorous. I mean, that moment when Hermione smacks and knocks the crap out of Draco Malfoy. Watching that is one of the greatest 7 wonders of the world. We have to talk about the performances. This is honestly the film when each of our favorite trio really start to shine as actors, and we actually start to see their acting abilities mature and grow, and you actually start to really buy into the roles and these characters. Also, I can't watch this film, and that moment when Harry Potter cast as his Patronus for the first time, I cry. Also, the first 2 Harry Potter films were so focused on staying true to the book and the events that happened in the book that I feel like they don't quite have a voice in the way that this film does. This film really feels like it comes alive. Also, this movie is just jam-packed with classic Harry Potter scenes that we love and adore from these films. From Harry Potter getting introduced to Dementors, trying to fight them off, learning to master his Patronus spell, to introduction to Sirius Black, to introduction to Professor Lupin, to introduction to Michael Gambit's portrayal of Dumbledore, Buckbeak, to just so many great classic moments. I mean, this is just a classic film that holds up so strong. It also offers, in my opinion, one of the best renditions we've ever seen of time traveling on film, because you really actually buy into this. And most of the time with time traveling, you have to suspend your disbelief. But I don't really think you have to do so with this film. The time turners seem real, you buy into how they work, and you understand pros and the cons and the risks that you take while using a time turner. The whole final act of this film is just so much freaking fun. This movie's so great. Overall, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is one of the best entries into the Harry Potter franchise and one of the best fantasy films of all times. And we have Alfonso Cuarón to thank, who gives this franchise a major upgrade in quality. And honestly, this movie is just as magical in every sense of the word. As the score goes, I'm going to give Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban a 5 out of 5. So you guys, that was my review of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Keep your eye out on my review of Goblet of Fire coming shortly. And also let me know in the comment section below, what is your Patronus? Mine is a cat. And until next time, you guys, I'm the Slash Movie Reviewer, and you guys have just been Slash.